Now you see me. Now you...
He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone.
What is up and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. This is going to be my review for Now You See Me. Directed by French director Louis Leterrier, if I got that right, I hope I did. Starring Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson, Isla Fisher, Dave Franco, with Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman. So this whole movie introduces to the characters the Four Horsemen, all played by Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, and Isla Fisher. All great magicians that show the different sides of all the magic and illusion that is out there. There is a lot more here that they want to achieve in life in terms of their magicians' acts and everything else that they want to strive for. But little by little there is a realization that they are quote-unquote robbing and stealing from banks only to give to the poor people within the audience. Not literal poor, but just, well, middle class people like myself or maybe even you. And that is something of a Robin Hood-esque kind of story that unfolds, but at the same time there is so much misdirection, much like in a magic act itself. It's just so many twists and turns that you think you know what you're watching, but then you kind of don't. Special agents and FBI agents galore end up trying to figure out what the heck is going on. How are these people robbing anyone ever, let alone hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars? In comes Mark Ruffalo and Melanie Laurent, who are agents trying to figure out this case. How is this happening? Why is it happening? What's the motive? Why are these people stealing only to give to random audience members? That is just one of the mysteries and more that happens within this little movie. As the whole plots and mysteries unfold within this whole magic act, if you will, there is a lot of mystery behind this. Many people can probably be pricks and skeptics like in real life for magic acts. You as a movie audience member will just try to figure out what is happening, why is this happening, what's the motives, what are these twists and turns, is this even really magic and illusions, is this even for real? All that and more, for the most part, is answered. There are a handful of things that, yeah, that's one of the flaws in this film. There's kind of dead ends. There are some things that I'm just like, there could have been just a little bit more explanation on that, but again, much like a magic act, this whole film feels like one. It feels that the whole big thing and emphasis in this film and in magic acts in real life in general, for those of you who have seen one, it is nothing but misdirection. It tells you to look over here, but really something's happening over there. So this film really has a good metaphorical and literal way of doing that, and I really give props to the director and the writers, I guess, for enabling that metaphorical and literal kind of thing happen in this movie. In terms of acting, everyone just does such a great job here. Jesse Eisenberg at possibly his darkest, but also very humorous type of side to him in this character that he plays here. It's really good nonetheless. Woody Harrelson never does a bad performance. He's hilarious and great in anything he does. Dave Franco is also coming into his own, and I really enjoyed his performance here as well. As one of the pickpocket type magicians, he was pretty cool in this movie. The fight scene between him and Mark Ruffalo, freaking badass. And Isla Fisher, fucking Borat, man, seriously. She's just so, she's that line of cute and hot, she just kind of teeters over that line. And moving on, Michael Caine as the manager of this little four magician act here. He does great. It's Michael fucking Caine. No complaints here. Morgan Freeman, he is the debunker. He is one of, much like ourselves in the audience, we're trying to figure out what is truly going on, what is happening in front of our eyes and away from our eyes. He is just that debunker. He is trying to figure out everything and anything that he could try to understand in terms of the magic acts that go on in this film and how the heists are pulled off. Because technically this is a magic heist movie. That's pretty much what this is. Mark Ruffalo and Melanie Laurent are also trying to be on Morgan Freeman's side, trying to figure out, yeah, us as police officers, we are not trained to believe in magic, because it's bullshit. Just trying to be logical, but, well, magic is not really logical. It's a lot of deception and it's a lot of...
It's magic.
This is not The Prestige by any means, but if I had to say, this is basically a heist film combined with The Prestige. It surrounds itself in that mystery And while it may not be as awesomely good as The Prestige, and I still think this is really up there. It's a lot of fun for a summer movie, and it's definitely so much more down to earth compared to the over-the-top crazy blockbusters that are out right now. So if you want something to work just to keep you guessing just a little bit, and if you want something to just have fun with, and hell, even if you like magic and if you have an interest in it, it's a lot of fun. And even if you're a skeptic, I even think you would have a lot of fun trying to figure this stuff out. I love this film. I love all the actors in this film. They did such a great job with their chemistry. Some actors I definitely wish they could have had more to do here or there, but either way, I'm very happy with this movie. I was blown away. I was happy with the visual effects, the humor, and the chemistry amongst the actors, as I said. And so, nothing more to do then but to rate this. And I give this a solid... pop. It didn't pop up. Okay, now it does. My final rating is a 9.5 out of 10. It has its flaws, but it's not quite the perfect in my opinion, but it's there. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I think, honestly, I'm going to call it right now, this will be one of the most underrated movies of the summer. I'll be bold enough to at least say that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my review of Now You See Me, and feel free to comment below, like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff in between. So until next time, I'm Anthony Flores with Worth a Watch, and keep going to the movies.